There we go. Hello! Hello, 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 everybody! I am here. I am here. Oh, let me change myself slightly. I am looking way over the other direction, and I shouldn't be. There we go. Oh. Oh. Did I attack something? No. Okay, good. I was worried for a second. Fortunately, it cleared. Okay. As you can tell, we're right over here. In front of the really cool little... What are they called again? They're called something. They give XP bucks. They give XP bucks. Am I looking severely down? There we go. There we go. Okay. We are here specifically because of her. Because I got enough to raise her actually up to this level. I can get her up to level 69 and 70 today. But I have like 3 books to my name. That's not going to be enough. We all know that's not going to be enough. So, first thing we're going to do is go and fight this one thing. Oh, and we're probably going to have to do multiples. Yeah. Oh. There we go. And I just want to check. I have 4 of these. So after 4, we might have to go make more. But we will see. But we will see.
Yeah, skyward! Boom! Make way for the adept.
Not that
shine down
yet, but
the fuse is lit.
Should replace my hammer.
Goes the ship down! Boom!
Done. Frog!
we're just making
Fire
this as
hazard.
difficult as possible. I thought it was going to, like, tell me he survived the fall. I was gonna be like, what? Seriously? No. I'm not going down onto a tiny ledge to fight you, dude. It's just not happening. Use condensed. Boom! That is not going to be enough. So, we go to the next one. I probably should have gone over to the other side, but this will get me up high enough. I could go to find an easier one. Maybe? But it looks like it's right over here, so like right up here up the top. I specifically come here because I love Inazuma, and I love the other countries, but no. I think Liyue has the nicest music. Like, well, there is one thing to be said for Genshin, and that is, they know how to do their music. You do not play a Genshin game and go, that music was mid. Like, how could you even care about it? It was dull. You just can't say it. It's beautiful. There we go. And I never get by here, so... Junyun chilies! I will pick up all of the junior chips here.
Got her!
Boom!
Rivet stray clouds converge! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
At least until this is over, I will attack this. Well, I was hoping to give him just a moment to come back up, but apparently he wanted to stay down.
Here comes the fireworks!
Evil conquering! Here!
Boom! Boom!
Here!
Boom! Boom!
Worthless!
Boom! Boom! And that's it. Guess we're doing this first. That is also not going to be enough books. But at least we can see how many more books we need. My goal is to get her up to level 79. My goal is level 79. Level 67! 29 is still not going to help anything. I will get a full level out of it. I'm not going to do it, but I will get a full level out of it. But that means I'll probably only do one more. Maybe a slim chance of two, but I could have fought those guys. Meh. There it is.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
That did not hurt me anywhere near as much as it hurt you.
Time for a light show! Go to ship down!
Ow! Oh, that was nice. I didn't even have to go any further. Come on. Not that I need all of this stuff, it's regular stuff, but I mean, I'm not just gonna leave it on. And are you still burning or can I collect you? Nope, they're still burning. I don't have anyone with water on this party. Boom! Okay, and I know I'm gonna need at least one more. So I'm wondering just how far away this one is. Not too far. Oh, wow. That's a lot of explosive barrels.
Got her! Boom! There is no escape! Ha! Torn to oblivion!
Ow!
The mortal
Damn
plane
it!
of fleeting dream. Seize the skies!
Ah, don't fall off.
Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here!
I mean, I'll take it. And look, we even got Raiden Shogun up reasonably high again. Hello! Yes, I'm sorry. I'm very late for WoW. I am sorry. Is it freezing? Is it freezing? It says I have good stream health. It says my stream health is healthy and excellent. God damn it! It isn't telling me my analytics, which does concern me a little bit. Just a little bit. And yes, hello Nodzi. I am indeed building her. She's currently level 67, and I'm hoping to get her up to level 79 today. You're not sure if it's you or not? Nodzi? Nodzi, can you see it? Level up. Okay, how close can I get? No, 5, we'll put it over, so level up to there. How much do I go over? 173 more XP than required. That's completely fine. It's fine for you? It's not, you know, freezing? Okay, I'm glad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Grimwell. It looks like it might just be on your end. I just finally got enough crystals. Boom! And that's it? I expected her to actually, like, say something. I'm kind of sad. Not gonna lie, kind of sad. Here we go. Level. Oh. Auto add. I'll only get 1 level out of it. It's a scam. It's a scam. Claim. I would like to get her, him, and Gamin up. But, like to level 70, but that is going to have to wait. You were worried? Fortunately, it was just me. But I was late today, I will fully admit, because I settled in for a nap and then slept in until like 7:30. It was bad. It was bad. I try not to do that, but apparently that's what happened today. I have a decent attack on her, but I really need better artifacts. And so does my, he needs better artifacts too. My Zhao needs way better artifacts. I would like the 4-piece set of the Vermilion Hereafter, but I'm making do right now. I'm making do right now, and I'm making do with hers as well. I managed to get a 15 and 15, but, I mean, they kind of suck. Crit damage, elemental mastery, energy recharge, attack. Okay, that's decent. The viridescent arrow. I have attack here, which is good, and it does have crit rate, but most of it went into energy recharge. Then I have elemental mastery here because I could not find one that was actually a full one, and once again everything went into energy recharge. And this one's crit rate. I really wanted either attack or healing. None of those happened, and I'm really less than impressed with the fact that it's attack, like, base, and 3, like, 2 or 3 went into it. Plus hit points, and at least 1 went into that. If it wasn't for the fact that at least crit rate is decent, I wouldn't have even, like, gone with it. But also, it completed the set, so... You have bad artifacts on her? I have not the artifact sets. Okay, the artifact sets aren't bad. The artifact sets aren't bad. And it does give me a plus 30% to her damage. But I really want a different, like, base on them. I want a second attack one. And I want a healing one. So, I mean, we're gonna have to go and do some fights for those eventually, but right now, like I said, my goal is to get her up to level 79 if we can. You're using Song of Days Past? I'm using right now Memory of Dust. It's just a really good weapon for her. I mean, the increased shield strength does nothing. But it also increases her attack by 4% for 8 seconds for like 5 hits. So that's an additional 20% on top of the 49.6%, along with it being a level 5 weapon. So I mean, the top part does nothing for her, but the rest of it is what is giving her this wonderful attack power. Weekly missions? Boom. Oh! And this means I can raise up her levels. This means I can raise up her levels. Every primogen you obtained in this update is already converted to intertwined fates. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of the same for me. It was kind of the same for me. Except that I transferred everything over to get to my first one, and I got Jean. And then I got excessively lucky, and in my first 10 pull after Jean, I got her. Was like, wow, okay. Craft. Boom. Boom. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do another 10 pull on her. My issue is that right now it's building pity. Right now, yeah, I only have a BP level of 9. I got her like I have a history. I have 4. I'm at like a pity 3. But I also have these, and I still need to buy them. I have 2 left of these and 5 left of these, and only 50 of these. So I'm thinking I'm going to actually have to like do some wishes just to try and get that power level up, so I can get those. This one I'm getting close to, I think, getting a 5-star. You're saving for Arlecchino? I don't know if I'm gonna like Arlecchino. I will take a look and see what they're coming out with. 5. You didn't get Gaming? Okay, I have to admit, I like Gaming. He's pretty cool. If you can, before, like, if this one is over, try and get him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20... Oh, nothing further than 25. I don't know how close I am to pity on this. It's over 25, and I'm pretty certain I'm getting close. So I might do my 10 wishes on her to see if I get a second one. And maybe another Gaming. And then try and buy, like, my other 2 wishes, and then try and buy these. I don't know. I'm seeing what I can do right now.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple...
You can finish in a second. Boom! Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Hello, Nelly!
Oh, but why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. I love that. Dispatch on this first. Boom. I really should change this up. I have like 200 of these, but dispatch again. I did go and take a look at the spicy art. It's not my preference. But I mean, you already know that. It did look good. It did look good, just less my thing. You're in BP level 37 now? Okay, I fully admit, last week I ended up getting a migraine that lasted 7 days. And I did absolutely nothing for 7 days. Like, literally, I did absolutely
Ad
nothing.
Astra Abyssosk.
I did not even sign
Thank
into
you
the
for
game.
completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
There we go. May as well get that. Not enough points to get to the level 10, though. I'm looking forward to getting that wish. Yeah, I know. But I don't know. Is there a button to get them all to, like, out doing stuff again? I don't want to go and fight this one. This one's over here. I could go and do this one more. I haven't done my dailies. I don't need to do my dailies. Let's go and do this. I'm still learning what new changes they've had, Hydro. I will fully 100% admit I am still learning where the changes are. Because I stopped playing for... Is that a ghosty? Or was that just the water? That was just the water. Okay, I thought I saw a ghosty. I was really concerned for a minute there. But yes, I'm still learning where and what all of the changes are. Oh. I almost forgot! I almost forgot a second time! Confirm. Confirm. I would like to get these up to 8 tonight if I can. I don't know if I can, but that's what I would like to do. I am out. Let's do this one for the XP, and then I will go and raise that. I am still only at the very, very, very beginning of Fontaine.
Skyward! Scatter! Shine down! Ha! Ha! Fire hazard!
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Worthless!
So yeah, we still have a lot of Archon quests to do as well. Just to let you all know, that's where my map ends. That is where my map ends. And as you can tell, I have not exactly done a lot of running around up here either. So, yeah. Just to make certain... Oh, accept.
Yeah!
What?
Yeah!
Skyward! Scatter! Stray cloud converge! Inazuma shines eternal!
You, sir, are very dangerous and you should die.
Time for a light show! Go up the ship down!
Okay. Okay. Done. Your Jean you build will have to wait in level 6? Why? Why? I mean, I that's where like the best artifact set is for her, but You don't actually need the rest. And her talents come from, leeway, don't they? I was pretty certain her talents come from leeway. Yeah, those are leeway talents. Guide to gold. Or does she start getting, oh, weekly boss material? That's annoying. That's annoying. Guide to gold. I can only make 12? $12, 14. Okay. At least that will give me a little bit to go up. Do I raise these two to level 6 or raise one of these to level 6? Yep, not enough. And yeah, Lightless Eye of the Maelstrom. I'm pretty certain I can get there without actually doing the quest. But I'm really gonna have to go and find out. Maybe I'll call up my friend Shamara and ask her if she's still playing. And if she wants to, like, take me around and just let me jump into her world to get those. Okay, do we want to do 3 more of those? I mean, that won't be enough to get her all the way up, but it should be enough to at least get her a couple of levels up. Or do we want to go and get the rest of her skills up to level 6? Is it even, like, the proper day for that? It is Guide to Gold. We could go and do this today. And try and get all of her stuff up to level 6. I mean, we're not going to need the extra stuff today. The actual number of purple XP required to reach is 800 and something. Okay, but that's like the full level 80, right? That's not just from level 70 to level 80. It's not 800 and something for that, is it? Or is that just reading 81? The problem with YouTube is that it puts the little heart there. It puts the little heart there and you can't read what's under the heart. From level 70 to level 80, it's 81. Okay, I have...
If you are presently unoccupied,
I have, like...
perhaps we could stop a while at one's abode
bit.
for some repose and...
Oh, I am not going to fight this with this team, though. I am not going to fight this with this team, though. This team is usually the one I do. Except you can't be there. You need to be
Well,
there.
since you asked so nicely.
Apparently, it's going to take me a couple of days to get that amount of XP. That's fine. Ah! I thought I was further away than that.
Kamisato art! Metsu!
Right here. Right now.
3.
Right here.
Fire hazard!
I can totally run from death. You don't understand how good at running from death I am. I don't need to stay. Condensed. Now that I finally don't have a migraine, I am looking forward to being able to do the game at least daily. From 80 to 90. Okay, but I never take my characters up to... Okay, I shouldn't say I never take my characters up to 90. I think I have 2 characters at level 90. I think I have 2 characters at level 90. I usually get my characters to level 80 and then just sort of let them go unless they're one of my absolute favorites.
Take flight!
What
a nuisance!
2, 3.
Right now. Right here. Right now. Nothing lasts forever.
1, 2,
Emerge.
3.
Allow me! Oh, what a dreadful ending. That didn't count. A festive reprise!
Can't run from death.
They like hit her with a hard crit. They hit her with a hard critical. The fox was down. The fox got hit once and went down. That or they both hit her at once. I'm not 100% certain which it was. If it was just both hit her at once. Or if just one hit and like crit. But she went down in like one hit. I was like, what the hell was that? All of your 5 stars, though, except Eloy, are level 90. That's insane. That's insane.
Whirling snow!
1, 2.
Right now. Emerge. Here come the fireworks!
1. No. Why did you not change?
Right
1,
here.
2, 3.
Embrace the ice!
Boom!
Take flight!
Can't run from death.
The best healer you have in your account is none other than Farina. I don't have Farina. I stopped playing the game for about 6 months, right after it came out. I just could not get any energy to play the game anymore. I have always said that Genshin is a marathon and you play until you can't anymore. Ooh, gold. I have 7 of those. That is not enough, but I have 7. Nice. Genshin is a marathon. So you run until you can't run anymore, and then you walk, and then you just take a break because it's a marathon and you're allowed to take a break. Then you jump back in.
A blade embraces its duty.
There we go. Now, let's see here. I should have enough to at least get her talents up to level 6. Boom. And boom. Okay, at least now I'm doing the best, attacks that I can. At least for now, until I get these things. There's got to be a way to go and fight them without, you know, actually having gotten it done. I'll ask a few friends of mine. Fortunately, I don't really have the XP right now anyway. So I'm kind of like, eh. I'm gonna just give her enough XP to, like, get her. Level 72, and then will this get me up a level? It will get me up a level. I'm gonna take it. Boom. Not that I'm desperate to raise her, but because, I mean, I don't have anything of these. I don't have anything of these. You just got Black Swan? Nice. The last character I got was Ron May. But I am currently at 6? 6 or 7 banner characters that I have won 50-50 in a row. On the other hand, before you start going, oh my god, you are the luckiest person on earth, I would like to point out that what I also have is, of the standard banner characters, I have the Clara, who was my first 5-star from that, you know, we give you 50 wishes and you get an automatic 5-star. And I'm near 300. I'm at like 283 wishes. And I've gotten 1 character. And it was Yanqing. I was like, seriously? Seriously? Everything else I've gotten from Standard Banner has been one of their light cones. I can't even get excited about doing those actual like Standard Banner ones anymore. I just can't. Let's stop up here. And so that if I get, like, involved in a cutscene the moment I jump down, I don't die. Like that.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny One Day?
Let me see.
I don't know how much longer this is.
How strange. Have I lived here before?
Take your time.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt
From
a
here,
sense
about
of
half an hour?
familiarity. I could easily picture
So
myself
we'll
in those
definitely
places.
have time to get some of the lantern right stuff done.
But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then?
We can't expect them to get everything right.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Uendai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you two.
It's not a disappointment for me, only for Paimon.
It's alright, we're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out, just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could remember. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
That's her home.
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsang? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsang. Mount Outsang.
Granny, are you okay?
She remembers that place.
Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsong, what am I really?
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but I can't go back.
Are you feeling unwell?
My head, it feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
There should be something she can do. The little god should be able to help.
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
I feel sick. I can't go there. Let's take her over. What? What?
But...
See?
Fret not. All will be well. You and I, you have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently resides at Mount Outsong.
Wait, really? When did you do that?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
Okay. I mean, it's not like we have far to go. At least they gave you the way to get over easily. Oh wow, we really are going like full circle. You've been waiting like 2.5 seconds, Paimon. Relax.
Here, this is it.
That's so pretty! Do we get to keep it after we're done? I would love to put it in my character's house. So pretty!
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Of course it is. Everything she does is a cool invention of hers.
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the Suspensus Somnium Mechanism.
The Suspensus Somnium Mechanism. I love the names.
It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax, and even enter a semi-hypnotic state.
Ooh! There are so many wrong ways that can be used. I still want one in my house.
Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia, its potential uses are numerous indeed. And of course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now?
Well, we weren't really close enough to get it to use. Also, it's probably healthier for her to try and remember on her own first.
We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved time on a lot of floating.
Paimon, floating doesn't cost you energy from what I can tell. You don't seem to actually eat food because you need to. You seem to eat food because you just like it.
How preposterous. Had Yuendai not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
What other thing?
As previously mentioned,
Oh,
a gentle
disc.
adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
I can't wait for us to get Streetward Rambler. I cannot wait. She is the next one I'm super excited about. I know she hasn't even been, like, announced, but I so want her.
Oh, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather.
Hello, Shine Knight. How are you
It's as if
doing
she's
today?
lying down on a warm patch
Oh,
of
and I
grass
forgot to ask you
after a
guys.
super
I forgot to ask you guys, so I'm gonna
satisfying
ask you along with Shine Knight. If you play Genshin, who's your main? Who's your main?
And you and I. Is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie.
Oh,
Come, join one on this
my
side.
gum is
We
done,
shall
I
give her
believe.
some time to herself.
Either. Shine Knight in either. My mains in Genshin are sorry, not Yan. What the heck was I about to say? Yaimiko. I'll hate them. Nice. I did find him fun, but I never got him. I did find him fun, but I never got him. No, my main in here is Yaimiko. She was the reason I started playing the game. I saw like the ads, and I was like, it might be fun. I don't know. And then I was watching a friend of mine stream, and she met Yaimiko, and I was like, who is that? And she was like, she's a Fox Kitsune priestess. And I was like, I have to play this game. I can get her? And she was like, yeah, totally. I was disappointed when I signed in and realized I could not get her immediately. Ah. I'll do that later. But not right now. I'm so enjoying the storylines. In Star Rail, I used to say that my main was
The drought
Ting
is
Yun.
over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
Oh. My main was Ting Yun. But now I'm really looking towards Ron Mei and Jingle. I love those two. I don't know if I can say who I like more. I don't know who I can say, like, if I love one of them more. For Star Rail, it's who for you? What the heck is the rest of his name? Don Hung. Or is it somebody else? Oh, nope, Don Hung. I see the IL. Illuminator. Imbibidor? I have him. I constantly call him Dragon Don Hung. He is awesome.
It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Oh.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew.
You switch between Daniel or
perfectly
Danny for Don
straddled
Hung's
betwixt the
name?
realms of heaven
I can
and
understand
earth.
that.
This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. The you of the past, the me from not that long ago. We should have never.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Was she just a regular crane somehow?
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned?
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
In Star Rail, you're about to switch between Kafka and Black Swan. Black Swan looked awesome, but I don't have Kafka and I don't play dot teams. So I decided against her. I'm really, really, really interested in Sparkle and Acheron. That's who I'm looking forward to. I have about 130 or 150 to put towards Sparkle. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I now remember everything. Everything.
Granny, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, don't worry, my dear child. Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf.
No, it's not too much trouble.
It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions. Perhaps one should recount the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
Jinche with Sparkle is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I played her for a little while, and then I found out that she took way too many points to ever use in combat. And I love Dunhung, like Dragon Dunhung, but he also takes way too long. He also, like, he uses not takes way too long. He also uses so many points that it's impossible to use him and actually have a team that does anything else. So I think I'm gonna need Sparkle just to put in his teams, just so I can use him. I do not have an E6 Yukong. I do not have an E6 Yukong.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you my story, if you're willing to listen.
Please, Granny, don't force yourself. What happened in the past doesn't matter.
I'm just
I
giving
love you more than
stretches.
anything. Nothing you say can change that.
Okay, there we go. Can you guys still see me? I assume that's a yes for you can still see me? Okay, it looks like I'm live again. Excellent connection. Stream is healthy. It completely stopped on me and said that I wasn't streaming anymore. I almost stopped the stream. I was like, what the heck? I was like, wait, what the heck? The other side of my screen just suddenly, like, everything went black on it and I got, like, warning messages. What the heck? It looks like you're all still here since the pop-out's here. And it says I'm still streaming, so let me know if you guys are here. Unfortunately, my analytics are not actually telling me how, like, many people are here or anything today. The stream just blurred screen. I could accept that it did that. I was sort of horrified. I've never seen it just die before. Okay, I've seen it die before. Never give me a warning like that, though. Whew. And usually it does it when I'm on Twitch, so...
Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Joyun Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being, My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by. Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
50 years ago?
During the drought. Yep, during the drought. That directly away.
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along.
But you never turned back into a crane.
Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I...
Oh no. What happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again. But that was only the beginning of my troubles.
Heroine went to hide.
I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin.
The child be like, what?
All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven.
It leaves her going, am I human? Am I what? Is Grandma what?
Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I probably would have...
Wait a minute! I suddenly know who the merchant was!
Granny, what's wrong?
I just opened myself some of my gum. My doctor has said I need to be chewing gum almost continually for like the next weeks. Which is really weird. I'm not a gum person. So I constantly have to remind myself, hey, I need to have more. I got myself some new stuff though. Part of the reason I never chewed gum is that I didn't like the taste. I got myself some Sour Patch Kids gum. And it's really good. It's not too sweet. And it's actually tasty. Okay, I have to chew my gum, so I will end up chewing it for like 45 minutes to an hour. Just because I don't want to go through that much money for gum right now. Apparently, oh, I forgot to take my pill today. I'm gonna have to go and grab it. Apparently what was I about to say? Apparently, I have had a stuffed up nose since Christmas. I have had a stuffed up nose for Christmas. And I went to the doctor's and was like, I think I have an ear infection. He was like, is your nose plugged? I was like, my nose has been plugged for the last month. Month or two. It's fine. 45 minutes, that makes your jaw hurt. That it always does. It always does. And this is why I don't chew gum. This is why I don't chew gum. But at the same time, like I said, I don't want to have it go. But anyways, he took a look at my ear and was like, okay, your ear is not infected. I was like, okay. So why is it hurting then? He was like, your eardrum is expanding. And I was like, what? He was like, that sounds worse than it is. Apparently just the pressure inside my skull is so much that it's literally pushing on my ear, like in my sinuses, is so much that it's pushing my eardrum out. It's pushing my eardrum out. So I've been told, no, you need to stay with like a humidifier. It needs to be on while you're sleeping, preferably in the room you're in otherwise too. And you need to chew gum. We need to get the pressure on your ear released, and I need to take Reactin every day. So give me 2 seconds. I'm actually going to put you guys like just on a pause for 2 seconds. I'm going to go and get myself my Reactin before I forget. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Don't go away. I roll the cheat. Lost 50-50. I'm not feeling very well. I love that song. I love that song. Anyways, I grabbed my Reactin. Oh, okay. I grabbed my Reactin and I will be able to have my other piece of bubblegum. Maybe I'll try to only chew this one for like half an hour or something. Okay, let's continue though. Let's continue with this story.
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? No, it couldn't be. Master, don't tell me.
That song's
Back
dated?
then,
Because
that
there's a
merchant was
3-star on the
actually-
banner now. I suppose.
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not?
Oh.
Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
Oh.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the
Poor
only
Dea.
person I managed to
It
deceive
is very sad. I don't have
was
her yet.
myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game.
Okay,
You'd
I
hide
bought the
yourself
blue
among a
raspberry
group of
Trident
wild
Sour Kids.
cranes and ask one to pick
It
you
is
up
not
from
quite as
among the
good
flock.
as the red berry. Still good, but it's a little bit smoother. Which, I mean, might be nice sometimes, but not right now. Still accessibly tasty. Still a 4 out of 5, just not 5 out of 5 like the other one is. One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock.
One found you with such ease every time.
Hmm.
'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Aww.
Oh, wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
She gave her pills so she could live the rest of her life as human. But now she's getting so old that it didn't work anymore. She needs a new, couple of drops of Adeptus blood to make it work.
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
Oh, do we get it like our cool cutscene? These are always so pretty. I'm gonna move this just over to the side. These are always so pretty. Oh, no! Oh, well, yes, of course, we have to play her. I forgot about that part.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
It's so pretty. I wish I could do something with these flowers. Those are gorgeous flowers. Okay. I was like, where are we? And then, you know, they showed it appearing. I was like, what? So this quest is better than Nihilus, the worst character quest in the game. I assume everything's better than the worst character quest in the game.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon,
Not
one
good
came to
enough for my
appreciate the
grade.
devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been.
Oh my gosh! Only she would be like, that man, he did not deserve you. He so did not fucking deserve you. You deserved better. But he did love you. Ah, I suppose it made you happy. You deserved better though. She is such a mom!
Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wangshu Inn.
I want this in one of her, like, future outfits.
As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition. One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance?
Bayonetta. I guess she looks a little bit like Bayonetta. I just keep saying, oh my god, hot librarian. Oh my god, hot librarian. Offhand, that is not what it looks like when I go to see it. That is so pretty. I wonder how close I can get to it. Nope. Sadness. I mean, not that I was gonna go all the way there, probably. If only Hoyo would capitalize on character outfit. Oh my god. They would. I really want to buy the other one. I really want to buy the one for Shenhe. I have Shenhe.
Yeah, skyward! Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter.
I don't know if they
you are
expected
amenable,
you to jump that
even
way, but I mean, they
considering
didn't
your
provide
loss
an
of
easy
memory.
way without falling, and I was like,
One was
I'm gonna
simply
jump.
flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember.
They should
to
make
think
more
that you
free ones,
tried to
they-
travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night. Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Seize the sky!
Not that I'm needing healing, but
Scatter! Skyward!
but I love seeing the damage she does whenever she falls.
Scatter! Skyward!
So she's just been following her.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive.
Wow,
You're
did that
likely
take
incited
damage?
by the presence of godly remains.
Wow, did that take damage?
Said godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all,
do think the
an
character
active
outfits, aside from the loops,
participant
are
in the
kind of lazy?
Archon War.
I
Some of the
really
gods
like
were
Shenhe.
likely shattered by contraptions of one's very
I
making.
really like Shenhe's, and I really like the other two from the first one as well. They're all I gotta say I do actually like them. The ones for Jean and her sister Barbara, I hate those. Those are just dull. But the other ones I really like.
In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air, and once saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy.
They're good outfits, but because they don't add any more than visual flair. Okay, but I still don't want Genshin to become a pay-to-play game. I don't mind paying. I would rather pay for an outfit that does nothing. I would rather pay for an outfit that does nothing and not have it make the character better in any way. Deluxe, I'm willing to at least put a little bit aside because it just seems to change his animation slightly. I haven't been able to buy his yet, also because I hate Deluxe. Damn it, Deluxe! Whenever I get someone I don't want, it's Deluxe.
To see you happy, that was more than enough.
And I will say, they aren't really worth it. They aren't really worth it. But I still like seeing them. That is so damaged. I like the attention to detail, is what I'm saying. And yeah, I wouldn't want them to actually change how the character played or make them stronger.
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait, but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
In Honkai the Third, they have outfits. They make outfits have differing movesets to match the outfits. Oh, okay. See, I wouldn't want characters to get buffs. That is where I wouldn't want it. Finishing off a Birb. Are we gonna have some Birb meat? We are totally. If we're lucky, gonna have some Birb meat. Look at the breasts on that. Look at the thighs on that. Just look at that! Sexy librarian! Oh! Also, I am not a cat. How many times do I need to tell you? I am not dirty and I am not a cat! Oh, are we actually going, like, in there? Nope, I didn't think so.
Just as you and I troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache.
Characters to have buffs? There should be no reason for Dea to be as bad as she is. I 100% agree with you there. I do agree that there is no reason for Dea to be as bad as I heard that she was, because, like I said, I don't actually have her. She's hot. I like her because of that. But I don't actually have her, so I don't know how useful she is or how not useful she is. And they really should not be making 5-star characters that do not at the very least, match the other ones that they already have. I'm not saying that everyone has to be the new and powerful and even better than the last. I definitely don't want that, but I want them to be around the same power level. And besides, they buffed Zhongli twice. Okay, but I think Zhongli needed it. I got him mainly for the shields and the ability to break like shit. But I'm gonna be honest here, he would never go in my team.
Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I try not to sneeze when I'm on stream, and that one came out of nowhere. And my head feels a little bit like it's going to explode. Oh my gosh, give me a second here. Oh, that was a bad sneeze. That was the bad sneeze. Cute catty sneeze. That was not a catty sneeze. Okay. Okay. I can breathe. And my head isn't hurting. Okay. I had a moment there. I had a moment. Thank you. Self-damage plus 12. It was 100% a self-damage. Critical fumble. I critical fumbled when I sneezed. Sneeze! Critical fumble! All the damage goes into your head and the ear, which is already damaged. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. It'll get better. It'll just take a few weeks. Speaking of which, I wonder if I need to fill up my humidifier. I'll check before bed. It was empty today and I forgot to refill it. I'll probably have to refill it before I go to bed. That's fine.
When one asked you why, apparently you believe that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe.
That's so adorable!
One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring.
Yes.
It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuendai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognize the essence of her being.
Am I that 30? I am that 30. But no, I think you missed it. I went to the doctors because my ear was hurting. And I was like, I think I may be getting an ear infection. And he was like, have you had like a bad sneeze? Have you been congested for a couple of weeks? I was like, it's that time of year. I get congested every year for about 3 months around this time. That's nothing different. My nose is just completely stuffed up. So he went and took a look at my ear and was like, so, your eardrum is about to explode. I was like, what? What? Yeah, your ear is infected. Your eardrum is literally, like, bending outward from the amount of, like, pressure in your sinuses right now. So I have to chew gum. Eardrum ASMR exploding when? No. No, we will not be having that. I am under strict orders to chew gum like 24 hours a day. I guess 16 hours a day, only when I'm awake. Keep chewing gum. Take Reactin daily. Whether I feel like I'm having a reaction or not. And make certain that I'm actually like having a humidifier on, like, when I sleep and when I'm awake and everything. Like, just on. So, yeah. How it feels to chew 5 gum. I have Trident. I don't like gum. I don't like chewing gum. I'm just one of those people. Mainly because I'm like, what do I do? Chew it for like 5 minutes and then get rid of it? That just seems silly. How much money am I wasting on this shit? So I never end up buying gum. But I found the Trident Sour Patch Kids, and that's actually really tasty. So, like, I'm probably gonna keep going with that. At least for the next little while, but man, having to have my doctors look at me and hate whenever they have to prescribe me something, because they always end up looking at me and like, so is there a medication for this? No, you chew gum. You go home and chew gum. Oh, and use a humidifier. Anything else? No, go home. Okay. Make sure to take care of myself. Oh, no, I'm making certain I take care of myself. Actually, before you jumped on, I had run. Because, like I said, I'm supposed to be taking, like, a Reactin to try and keep the sinuses down. I took my last one yesterday at around 6:30 p.m. and I forgot to take it today until like 9 or 8:30, something like that. So I actually stopped the stream to run and get it, just to make certain. I wanted to be certain that like I had it and that I was taking care of myself. So don't worry, I am taking care of myself. You can't have this cute fox mommy going deaf. No, I was like, it's starting to hurt. It's starting to bug me. I bought the gum. I immediately started chewing it. I was like, oh my god, my ear feels like a little bit like it's gonna pop. My roommate was like, that's a good thing. I was like, I don't know if it's a good thing. It feels like it's leaking. So now every once in a while it just randomly feels like it's leaking. I'm like, it's all to the good. Just clean it out and keep chewing gum.
Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
So yeah, I am taking care of myself. I'm wondering if that's partially why my migraine that I had last week was as bad as it was. Because like last week I had a really severe migraine, which is
Now
why I
all
wasn't
has
on,
been revealed.
essentially at all.
One owes you an apology, you and I. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin restaurant.
That was very clear for us.
One has always viewed you,
You
as a
heard some people have
disciple
a
of
broken
equal
nerve in their
standing
ear
with
and that acts
Ganyu and
similarly to a
Shenhe.
G-spot?
Indeed, one wished to bring your story
No,
to a
that would be
satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor.
That would be bad.
Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another.
Aww.
Memories are
reach,
most
Jesus.
meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them. Would you not agree? Even if the process was painful and arduous to experience.
There's also a reason why medics constantly tell people not to use
Have
Q-tips.
you any
Okay,
further inquiries?
but Q-tips, so long as you're not putting them in too far, are fine. Also, what they say to do is like pour in like a hot oil, or at least a warm oil, and then just like drip it back out. And no. I ain't doing that.
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
You were happy. You were living your life. People do it for fun. Wait, like use Q-tips on their ears? Why? I mean, it's nice and satisfying after a shower. When like anything you do have in your ears can be gotten out easily, and you can actually use it to dry out your ears. But why would you stick something in your ears otherwise? Why would you stick something in your ears otherwise? Again, because of the sensitive nerve. I do not have this nerve, apparently. It's nice and satisfying to clean them out like once a week sort of thing, but no. You know what doctors want instead of that expensive? What was that? Instead of that expensive deep cleaner in your ears? Yeah. Like I said, just no. Just no.
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free.
Ah!
Yet, when your wings grow weary,
There we go.
and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return.
I'm just massaging my ear. Oh, there we go. Okay. Every once in a while I do, when I'm chewing gum, get that feeling like it's going to pop. Ah. Is her hair white because she's older because she had to she was because her crane was white from head to toe? No, her hair is white because she actually is old. We've seen things of when she was young and her hair was a darker brown.
'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
I mean, you forgot, but we knew that was going to happen.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You and I. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not?
It's amusing to think that whenever the traveler is not on the screen, they're twerking it at the corner? Where did that come from?
40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time, it merely delayed the inevitable. One may have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination. Even the power of an adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely. In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness.
Your brain just doesn't brain right sometimes. Nobody's brains right all the time.
Fortunately,
100%.
you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection of your own effort.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Oh. I hope she's going to raise like her granddaughter.
Master, you've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left?
Not long. The transformation is imminent.
Granny? Please don't leave, okay? You're all I have left. Please.
She gonna meet Spider-Man.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave you behind. Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone.
I promise, Granny. I'll do whatever you say.
Good girl. Good girl.
The kid is going
Don't
to
worry.
Disney.
It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all of Mount Outsung. Granny will train day and night.
As soon as she remembers the fact that she has a personality.
I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I. How's that sound?
It's gonna take a very long time.
Good.
That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday. Anyway,
Good night. Make sure to not die. That's not good for your health. It is not. Like I said, I am taking care of myself. There's a reason why I'm still chewing this gum at 9:30 when I took it at like 9. I am taking care of myself. I am taking care of myself.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. Then Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
I didn't notice until this story that she actually has like a little touch of green on her lips. Her, obviously. Cloud retainer.
Shiryu.
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting, response to such an event. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
Oh. It's good to hear I'm taking care of myself. Thank you, Grimwall. Thank you. I am trying very hard to take care of myself. I was wondering if there was going to be a special cutscene at some point. They always do this part so well. What? How did you learn already? It takes way longer than that to learn. Is this a dream? It's a dream.
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me.
That's so sweet.
If only things could stay this way forever.
You have to run away again, Grimwall. Thank you for stopping by once more. Thank you.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
The dream
You
is
weren't ready
over
to
now.
wake up.
Just. Oh. You can be a Disney princess for a few
Eloquent
minutes.
as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
That is so sweet.
Grilled chicken drums.
Best special cutscene ever. Yes. And then back to an annoying Paimon. They literally almost had me crying. My eyes filled with tears, and now I have annoyance. We need to get rid of Paimon from this game. Also, there is no Aether supremacy. Lumine is definitely the better one.
Was Paimon sleeping just now?
She hits much harder. No. Yep. Lumine supremacy.
Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating
Best
grilled
special
chicken
cutscene's
drumsticks,
been right and
that's
pull
all.
out the Venusaur. That was an interesting one. I did like it.
Madam Adeptus?
You really love the special cutscene? A reunion that every sibling ever hopes for. It was nice to finally see her brother have any care to see her. I personally have this real dislike for Aether because I'm playing Lumine. And I feel that he doesn't put any effort into trying to see his sister, even when he can. And when he has seen her, it's been more things like, "Hello, sister. Dunsling! Why have you not been here? Why did you betray me?" I'm like, you haven't seen your sister in way longer. You haven't seen your sister in way longer.
Oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How do you feel?
It wasn't real, though. Yeah, it was her imagining that that's how he's going to react. That's not going to be how he reacts. I don't think that's ever going to be how he reacts. And, like, the same thing. When you're actually watching Lumine, like, when you're playing Aether,
I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't
it's
feel
gonna be
so
the
sad
same.
anymore. Madam Adeptus, could I, ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
she wants to stay somewhere where she can see her grandma every once in a while. And the MC still has to choose a side? I suppose. Hope springs eternally and all that.
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Oh.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
I hope she actually stays.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean, Master.
And there's a new child, a new stepsister for the other two. Realities are harsh, which makes dreams more beautiful. That is true.
Shuyu, are you sure about this?
Why are you complaining, Paimon?
Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like chinchin and violet grass.
Okay. As as much as I dislike Paimon, the fact that she's like, wait. I know what they eat and therefore what your diet will be for the next, I don't know, 20 to 40 years at least of your life. And it's not tasty. Are you sure you want to live that life? That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Point being, that cutscene won't be what actually happens. Oh, it's not going to be that at all when we get to Conria.
If you join them, you'll never enjoy Wanmin Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
You'll get to enjoy it later.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule.
That's in 3 years? That is a long way ahead.
Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
She keeps making cooking items. Clearly she knows how to make them.
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
That'll be interesting. Although it does mean that she won't get to see Granny as often.
Whoa, you're leaving Mount Outsong?
Is that why you took on this human form?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace
Realism
and
tends to
peace.
disagree, yes.
Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuan Dai. They all chose a life among the mortal world.
And thus she wants to try that herself again.
One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. A failing, perhaps, of recognizing
My phone just beeped.
what it was
I thought
they
I had it
truly
turned off.
wanted.
Well, not turned off, but like turned to silent. There we go. Do, 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 do. You know that's not how it'll be in the future, but that's not an excuse.
One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there. One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive. Why are you all so silent?
We're just surprised.
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
Exactly, it won't be like that in the future, so we agree.
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
We will try.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret.
No, you won't, Paimon. Someone will be like, sometimes that lady seems odd, and you'll be like, no! Never. Never, ever, ever. She certainly doesn't turn into a bird. She certainly is not the sort of human being, yes, human being that turns into a bird. Not at all. Not at all. Yep.
So,
if you have a
when can
secret,
we
you
expect
don't
to start
tell
seeing you in the city?
Paimon.
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The earnings should provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
I might have to go and blow my nose. And besides dreams are just dreams that you can't outrun reality. You wouldn't want to outrun reality.
Seems like you've really thought of everything. Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then.
All things in moderation. Yep.
Oh, also, why don't you take this suspense somnia mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future,
put it in my
you may
house.
try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to its melodies. It might help you find a new perspective.
Yes!
Awesome! Thanks, Cloud Retainer! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out?
Yes!
Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's totally up to you.
I know, we should totally go.
By the way, Shuyu, we have a friend who helped us learn a lot of information about your granny. Is it okay if we tell him the full story?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I don't think Granny would mind. As long as you don't tell a whole bunch of people.
He might write it into a book. It's okay.
I don't think she'd want too many people to know. They might go to Mount Outsong and start bugging her about it. Granny needs to focus on her training, you know? But telling a friend or two is probably fine.
He certainly wouldn't say, like, exactly which mountain she was on, so it's fine.
No worries, our friend can keep a secret.
Paimon can't, but our friend can. They're a writer, so they'll at least hide it. Hello?
So, about your move to Liyue Harbor, you gonna tell the other Adepti about it?
You'll be wasting your time agreeing to a future of a game?
I have left an explanatory note in my abode. Those two old fossils will discover it, I am sure, should they come seeking my company. Considering their recent penchant for going off on private escapades, however, I find myself caring little for how they shall receive this news.
Well, let's head back. We will pop over here. And see if we can find, Jinglu. Jinglu? Is that his name? No. The heck is his name? So many names! This dude. Jinkyu. Yes, that's in Star Rail. That's why I was like, it's similar, but that's not right. It's similar, but that's not right, Jinkyu. Thank you.
If she can see the kites here from Jinsa village.
We meet again, dear friends. How did everything go?
Great, and it's all thanks to you.
You quickly go over the whole story.
Ah, I see. So the stories didn't get it right after all. Even though she was a celebrated heroine, she had to bear a heavy burden that most could not hope to understand. Thank goodness for the help of that Adeptus. At least she was able to recover what she had lost. Although I cannot claim to know exactly how their story will unfold from here, I trust the ending will be a happy one. Those united in a common purpose always find a way back to each other in the end. Thank you for helping me fill in the gaps. And don't worry, I'll keep this all to myself. It's not my story to tell, after all.
Good night. I will see you later. I will see you with the next stream. Although I might be taking a break myself. Now, my water is done, so I think I'm gonna go and quickly get myself a drink, and then I'll come back. And we will finish this, and then we will continue and do the last bit. There's a Foxy lady in Sinwood Pavilion who plays melodious music by a unique musical instrument. Okay. It's so pretty. I love this time of year. I wish they would keep, like, the actual lanterns lit every, like, year round. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Can I make you smile yet? I don't think I can make you smile. Oh, I can do confident.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound
No,
to convey
unbox
in a
it.
few
Oh.
simple words.
No, I have this one.
Oh, but why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them?
No, definitely thinking. Boom. I can put that up later. I can put that up later. Okay, but I am going to put you guys just on pause for right now. I'm just going to run quickly and get myself a drink, because like I said, I'm done mine. I had a sip left, I'm finishing it. Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna get myself probably a bit of ginger ale? Maybe Coke, and then I'll be right back, okay? Just stay here, I'll be right back. Stay here, I'll be right back.
If you are presently unoccupied, perhaps we could stop a while at one's abode for some repose and conversation. Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious era for humanity.
I went through all of that on what I was going to drink. I was like, ginger ale, Coke. I haven't actually had Coke today. Maybe my Coke.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words.
Can you guess?
Oh, but why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them?
Can you guess? Water. I decided on water. There we go. There we go. Not today, Shy Knight. Definitely follow me and I'll do it next time. Definitely follow me and I'll do it next time. I actually have, when I'm playing it on, when I'm playing Genshin on Twitch, things that you can actually, like put your points into it and I'll take a look at all your characters. Okay, so I just want to see if we come down here, if Shenhe is over here. Shenhe is not. That is a sad.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Lee, you people must have iron stomachs.
Try something new at the Wanmin.
Also, did I not come back here and there were tables yesterday? Did I not come back here and there were tables yesterday? Or am I too far? No, that's where I'm supposed to be. Where did the big round tables go? I am quite disappointed.
Try something new at the Wanmin.
But I will look at your characters later. Okay. Those really are so pretty. Like the lights behind her. I mean, she is pretty, but look at the lights. Oh my gosh, I love them. Oh, okay. How do I change the time again? Okay. Was that long enough? Yep, long enough. Okay, now where do I go?
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern.
The fact that you keep just telling me there is no reason to look at this deeper is making me want to look at it deeper. It's very clear that there is an issue.
In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back, not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life.
Okay, I can at least understand why the dude is having issues.
I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Clow! Miss Shenyan, what are you guys arguing about?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares.
Well, you have Adeptus wares for sale.
I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several hundred years?
Several hundred years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see. Passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
She's so bad at this.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes.
She is so not going to be happy living in town for a very long time.
Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment, I've hired an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
Is it also Jing? Is it also Jinglu? No, Jinglu is in the other one. Chingche? No. Book Boy. I'm gonna go back to calling him Book Boy. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Book Boy.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer, then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Master! Oh, it's you two again. Hello.
We got a new outfit!
Shoo-you! You got a new outfit! It looks great on you.
She has little bows!
Master made it for me. I like it too.
She really does like making outfits.
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Of course she knows how to make clothes.
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so I just left them outside.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Aww.
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could, not look yet, Master? Yeah, that'd be great.
I need to hide my stuff.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child. Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Ah, there he is! Here, allow me to make some introductions.
Shazoo!
This is Mr. Zhongli, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques.
Oh my gosh! I'm still wondering if she knows who he is. I mean, he obviously knows who she is. Does she know who he is? Because last we saw, she thought he was dead.
Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
Hello, woman I have never met before. How are you doing?
Huh.
I thought you were dead, you fucking idiot. I cried for you. I went to war for you. I will deal with that afterwards, since you are clearly hiding.
If it isn't Miss Shenyun. It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhongli?
I have to remember to call you Zhongli, not you treacherous bastard.
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Yes.
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shenyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
I am letting you know. I'm also, like, definitely buttering her up. I know I've been a bad person. Here you go.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shenyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
Apology accepted for now. He's like, I have walked into something that I clearly should not have, but I'll just pay for these goods and go then, if that's all right.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask. You two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to swindle me? I mean, you never know.
I've clearly walked into something I did not mean to, and I just need to make certain that this wasn't put on. Is there a camera? Is there a camera somewhere? This is some sort of a prank, right?
Huh! A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Miss Shenyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
I love how they're both insulted over this. How dare he? This dude literally, like, ended his contract with Leeway early and pronounced himself dead. And from what I can tell, killed off a dragon friend of his to fake his own death.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Shenyun, wait!
I need this money, I'm sorry!
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of these items?
You cannot afford any of these, but whatever she's offering, take it.
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
Somebody who likes those will pay a lot.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Shenyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
Okay. He's like, by the way, I must introduce you to my friend Child. You'll like him. End result, no, she did not like him.
Zhongli!
My friends, have you been doing well?
Of course we have been doing well.
We've been great! How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant!
Of course he is. That's what he does here. Well, when he's not drinking tea and essentially slacking off.
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services. As for you, Miss Shenyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I didn't think any of the Adeptus would follow me here.
I must say, the name Shenyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
We need to remind ourselves to use our human names, dear.
Well, that is true, but...
It sounds odd to have you say it.
Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
See? And you can just probably see it on her face when we go right back to her. She'll give a little smile of happiness.
One has indeed.
See?
One's previous days were all brief.
Her eyes
now that one
right
has
up.
made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
That happens.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental on us.
Oh my gosh! No, I was enjoying that. Paimon, stop! Can I chuck Paimon into the ocean again?
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has concluded, what say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together? One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand.
I am going to eat anything you cooked for me, dear.
It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple-layered consommé. We shall enjoy the lot. One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Thank you so much, Shenyun. We're not calling her Cloud Retainer anymore, remember?
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Li. He is,
How to explain him?
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I work with the dead bodies. Hello there, little girl! I realize it's not actually a creepy profession, it just sounds silly whenever they say it. Especially since everyone knows, like, Hutao. Everyone knows her and knows that she's the creepy one with the dead bodies. The fact that he introduces himself like this, it makes me laugh.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhongli.
That should be everyone, right? Let's go!
Sounds good! Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon!
Why are we waiting for you? You can fly. Come on. Ah. I was kind of hoping to get to see the introduction, but I accept that. I accept that. Oh. Do we get to see unsigned letter? What seems like a book of accounts, a letter can also be found inside. Little you, my dear daughter. By the time you read this, Mommy and Daddy will have already left to go on a long journey. Your granny may get a little forgetful sometimes, so try to jot down little reminders for her around the house whenever you can. Mommy and Daddy are counting on you to take care of Granny while we're gone. You might be wondering why Mommy and Daddy had to leave. Well, my dear daughter, in this world, everyone's got something that they just have to do. Your Mommy and Daddy are no different. Did you know? Daddy was actually awfully sick as a child. How sick, you might ask? Well, even the doctor could barely feel Daddy's pulse. It was that weak. But Daddy still managed to grow up. Looking back, there were many times when Daddy thought he might not make it. In the end, though, Daddy pushed through every time. Pretty amazing if you think about it. Maybe Daddy is just really lucky. Or who knows, maybe he has some super powerful adeptus looking out for him. Either way, Daddy's always felt like he's received a lot of love from this world. And you know what? Daddy loves this world right back. They told Daddy that this mission would be super dangerous, but both Mommy and Daddy decided to sign up. You'll have grown quite a bit taller by the time Mommy and Daddy see you again. Maybe you'll be so big by then that Mommy and Daddy won't even recognize you. How about this? Let's use a code. Do you still remember that one phrase Daddy taught you when you were little? That can be our secret code the next time we see each other again. That way we'll recognize each other no matter what. You remember it, don't you? While the Lilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. Aww. That sounds like something I've heard before and I don't know where. That sounds like something I've heard before and I don't know where. I don't know, I was trying to remember, I do not remember at all. Like, not for the life of me. That's fine. Well, now we can, now that we have finished that, not genius. There we go. There it is! Now we can actually go to the quest. Boom! We won't be doing all of this tonight, of course. We won't be doing all of this tonight, but I did want to get started on it. Also, more books. We should see if I got more books.
If you are...
We got more books! Level up. Boom! It will be a slow but sure leveling up process. Honestly, it's gonna take a very long time anyways. Let's be completely honest here. I don't know how many of these I can get. I still need to get these, and I'm essentially completely out of these. So, and I can't raise her skills any higher. So, her talents. I'm gonna have to try and find this. Let me actually do a quick moment. Lightless Eye of the Maelstrom. As a random reward from the all-devouring narwhal, Trounce Domain. So... do I have to finish the storyline to get there? Or can I fight it, like, automatically? In the Court of Fontaine... I wonder if I can change anything else to it.
Presently unoccupied. Perhaps we could stop a while at one's abode for some repose and conversation.
I don't know if I can. No, you have to change them with each other, don't you? Darn it! Darn it! Well. Oh my gosh. I need like 6 of the big ones? I have 1 available of this. Let's take 30. Are you good for this? No character bonuses. Okay. Boom. And let's do 30 of these. Will I need 30? No. 3 times 6. So I'm gonna need 18. So, boom. Boom. Okay, and then I should be able to make 6 of these. I have 1, so I only need to make 5. Boom. Boom. Okay, so I have those at least. I have that at least. That is good. Like I said, I'll have to go and do these and get these. I got everything today and finished it, so it's going to be at least 2 days before I even get the chance to get started on this. And apparently I'm going to have to figure out a way to get these. Until then, I'm just kind of stuck. I mean, it's going to be sad, but that's just what you have to do sometimes. There's got to be a way to get in. Like I said, maybe I'll ask a friend of mine. I happen to have one friend that I know is probably up to date. Maybe she'll let me, like, jump into her world and, like, do, like, all of my battles one day. Like, all 3 battles.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words. Oh, but why must the listener grow weary with... Yeah!
Nope. I can't remember to get to get into it. Not inventory. Quest. Is it? No, it's not Q. I don't remember how to get into quest. Anyways, this one, navigate. I just can't remember. Oh, there we go. Ah, there it is. See, I knew it was down here.
Hello! Kuching! And Charlotte! Paimon never thought she'd see you two together.
Why not? Didn't we introduce them last time?
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Didn't actually get a chance to.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
What? Why?
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Oh, okay. Kites are so gorgeous. I loved playing with them when I was a kid. I had one that looked like a what was it? I think it was a peregrine falcon. It was some sort of a falcon. It was some sort of a bird. It was wonderful. I got it up like 100 or 200 feet in the air once. And I just sat there and just watched it. I was like, I wonder how high I could let my string go. Like, could I completely put it out? I think that'd be so fun to find out. Unfortunately, as I grew older, I stopped playing with them. I did love kites. I might buy a new one and try it again one day. They make some really nice kites nowadays.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
I haven't seen any floating in the sky. They're pretty though. Why do these look like they're all made of wood? Like, I mean, I know that all kites, like, need to have some wood, but that looks like a lot. Maybe it just looks like a lot, though.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn.
It does need to change year by year.
The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Okay.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
I don't want gum, so instead I'm taking one of my cough drops. My jaw still hurts from chewing so much.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Okay.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive.
Definitely sounds interesting. I'm putting on some lip, like, protective, like, lip stuff. Lip balm. There we go. There we go. Done.
But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string. But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
It can be really hard to get them up high enough to start catching the other winds. Like I said, I got it 100, 200 feet in the air, and at that point, there are breezes, even if you can't feel any down on the ground. But it's so hard to get them up that high. Like, to get to that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans, after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think?
You know what? This world is just weird that way? Sure, we'll take it.
Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
That sounds awesome.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
Well, if you say so, tell us all about it.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone
I don't
smoothly.
have her yet.
Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Which makes sense. You still want people to be able to afford it.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
They're fine.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction. Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that.
They are pretty, and it's so glorious when you actually get one to fly.
Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
Send them love, send them word, Send them homeward bound.
In the past, poets from
I wonder why they
Liyue
didn't
used
have her
kites
finish
to
the line.
symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
Okay.
That's the coaching we know. Always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I
do
also
like
know
her.
quite a lot about the various folk
I
traditions
originally thought
related
that
to
she was a
kites.
cat girl and was very disappointed to learn that she wasn't. I also, for a very long time, had this thing where I, like, shipped her with Zhongli. It still works for me, but I have to see more.
For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
What's more fun than kites? Kites
More
are
fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship.
Oh.
My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders.
I would have liked to learn more about lantern building, but kites are cool too. Kites are cool too.
First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string.
I don't know if I would want her thing. That is beautiful though. I think I would prefer the butterfly. Or maybe the flying fireflower. Or the fish. I really do like oranges and reds. I used to look at it and just go, no, I refuse. I don't like oranges and reds. I'm starting to become very, very fond of them as I get older.
Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds.
No. Maybe the fish. Maybe the fish. This one's not quite as nice from, like, the ground.
Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
You can make whatever design you prefer. Like I said, I've always liked birds, but I'm very fond of birds.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings.
Very,
Different
very
colors
pretty.
also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point.
The language of colors in all different cultures is a very, very interesting one.
If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
I hope it goes well.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
We are tired about hearing about kites. We're gonna go and find out where the food runs are.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while.
Okay.
I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
Oh.
If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
I don't want to win, but I think it would be fun.
The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
Oh.
I've already already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We'll be there.
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Of course you were.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
We won't win, but it'll be fun.
You bet! See you then!
We're gonna have to get a kite, though. And learn how to fly it.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Apparently, yeah, I see him.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
Well, they weren't staring, but I did notice them over there. They have been glancing over quite a bit.
Huh. Well, yes, but...
I had to choose the top one because, I mean, it's catching. You have a gorgeous woman wearing the outfit that she's wearing, and she's famous in the city? There's gonna be a lot of people keeping an eye on her.
Something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling.
Well, and usually those are right. But we'll see what we can do.
Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite.
Yeah, we can go over and ask them. Kick their asses and find out. But I mean, it's Lantern Rite. Just wait for the troubles to come to us. I mean, they'll come to us regardless.
Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin.
She moved so fast that the camera couldn't keep up with her. When does she ever move that fast when combat isn't there?
You go right, Paimon will go left.
Wait, Paimon? What the heck? The Orioles bask in spring. I didn't get to read the rest of it. It's gorgeous. Paimon, no hurting people.
Oh. It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Paimon? Oh wait, are these the two designs for the other Adeptus? I heard that they were going to be making an appearance.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from?
Oh really? Really? Paimon, relax.
You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
Yeah, these look like the other two. I'm gonna be honest though, if this is their designs, kinda disappointed. They look freaking awesome as Adeptus. And this is what we get as human forms. They did not put as much time into this as, like, as Cloud Rotator did, obviously.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves.
Yeah, that's totally
You
the
stand in the
Adeptus.
presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Hojong. Okay.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
Paimon! Be nice!
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Jiu.
Huh.
Geo?
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands.
Just relax, Paimon.
We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Adepti.
I mean, why are you going along with this? They sound like the other two. They sound like the other two.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
If you really are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it?
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
At least Lumine just gives a look like, I just want to make certain. Also, she's not gonna shut up.
During the last lantern rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection?
I forgot about that. So yes, they are aware that he is alive. They still went to war for him. Over his death. I recall that now.
The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Maybe?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
Dabbled! What are you doing?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
I thought they were Adepti as soon as they said it. It was fine. Hello, Top Cats! How you doing?
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you.
Paimon suspected you very clearly. They were innocent. You're back! I got Cloud Retainer up to level 73 or 74? I cannot take her up any higher, and apparently I cannot raise her skills until I finish part of the storyline. It will sadden me for a while.
But
I suppose I need to get like new stuff for her anyway, so I mean, I have time.
Just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguise.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Nice. I'm hoping to pick up a restream very soon, but unfortunately I need to make certain that like how much money I have coming in on my next paycheck, because last week with my migraine that stopped me from like streaming at all. I ended up only working like one day, so I was hoping to buy it on last paycheck, and I was like, not happening now. Not happening now. Oh, but let me know how Streamlabs is.
I'm still curious about something. It's
just give me 1 sec here. This chair is just starting to get uncomfortable.
Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
Why are you calling me out? Cloud Retainer isn't there anymore. We're lonely.
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor.
Like 4 days ago.
With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
Oh, so you're worried about her.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid. Cloud Retainers in this case.
Oh, well, we can show you where they are.
But a moment ago, One heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
What? You came here because you heard about the mechanical kites?
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Why? Would she get that angry at humans creating something?
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
But... you'd think... Really? I thought she'd be more pleased with it.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke.
Oh, go see her anyways. It's the Lantern Festival.
However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Okay.
Sure, leave it to us.
Okay.
Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your
Why
kind
is that
words.
dog sitting inside
We shall now depart.
He can't lay on the ground anymore. He's floating. Because he's there, but that's where his walk thing is. Oh my gosh. That is strangely adorable.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh?
You
all that trouble
got
and it
worked
turned
up
out to
for
be people we
nothing.
knew all along!
What the dog doing? That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, yeah, this cute dog is... Wait a minute, is that dog floating? Is he inside the umbrella? He's inside the umbrella. He's floating on the umbrella. Apparently the dog be floating. Maybe he's another Adeptus.
Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls.
We will need to get a kite.
Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Well, we should have money. Let's go and feed the dog first.
I've got a bunch of interesting...
And then we'll go over and see that other dog. But yeah, as you can see, I've gotten her up to level 74. And I need to get more of these and more of these, but I finished getting all of these today, so it's going to be at least 2 days before that all appears. But yeah, though that will be the next thing. And apparently I've gotten her skills up high enough that I need these. And apparently you have to go through the storyline to get to them. I am very clearly going to have to go through. Fortunately, I wanted to get new artifacts. So I will probably end up going and trying to do a lot of artifact battles while I try and do the storyline. You're doing a lethal company stream tomorrow to test out Streamlabs limits? I hope you enjoy yourself. Boom. There you go, puppy! Puppy!
Clear your commercial goods.
Puppy! I hope Streamlabs works really well for you. Puppy! Puppy, 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 puppy. I love puppies. I will forever feed the puppies whenever I come by. But yes, I'm going to have to figure out how to use Restream. It seems that Restream is its own little, like, It's its own place. The dog be gone. The dog left. That is a sadness.
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
I don't know which one I want. I mean, the butterfly's really nice, but so is Ningguang's little flying home. You might want to get the blue one. I don't know. Maybe the blue one or the butterfly. This one is just... It's gorgeous, but it's not what I want. But it is the prettiest one here. Ah, I don't know. I'm gonna take a look. It does? You already used it for the Minecraft stream. Nice!
Ooh, assistant kill swallow! And a butterfly! And oh!
They are pretty.
Well-made
fans.
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
I can understand why. I've got to admit, the colors are gorgeous.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
But leave the company is more taxing. There's also just some programs that refuse to work well together. When I first started VTubing, I bought Subnautica. And I was going to try and play that. And trying to run it specifically with my setup just destroyed my computer. My streaming went down to 5 frames every, minute. And nobody could watch it. And it isn't that I couldn't play it. I can play it just fine. But whenever it goes with Streamlabs along with my VTubing equipment, it would destroy it. It's weird. There are some games that I simply cannot play specifically because I'm a VTuber. I could probably take off my VTuber and just put up a picture. I could probably just put up a base picture and then talk. But yeah, it would not work with actually having my VTuber working. I might have to try it again one day with just the picture up and see if it works. Not even really becoming a PNG tuber because it wouldn't even be one of the ones that changes the color or light to dark. It would literally just be nothing. Just a picture that doesn't even move or change anything. But we'll see. It might still have a problem with OBS then, but it might not have a problem with Restream. So, and like I said, I should be doing Restream. I just need to figure out when I'll have $20 to give it a try for a month.
Of course. The Jade Chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
I would definitely want either that one, the Jade Chamber, or the butterfly. We're gonna end up going for the Jade Chamber, but both are good. This bird, I was kind of really liking the color of the wings, but I dislike the head, and the red on it seems a little bit weird, so yeah. But yeah, people don't call you Dr. Top Cad's hat for nothing.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
Ah, yes, we will get Paimon the kind of kite she wants.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Why wouldn't they be?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
I know, long name.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
What?
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
I guess.
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently.
Long name. It's okay.
If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
I'll help. I mean, he'll compensate anyway, so we don't expect to be compensated. It's always nice.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts.
See?
Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
I should really
Be sure to come
him
back
and
if you'd like to buy a
Shenha in.
kite. I'll even give you a discount.
I should really make a team for this. Here we go. Make a team. As much as I love this team, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna take this team. We're gonna remove. We're gonna remove. We're gonna remove. Okay, we're gonna put in... Where is she? Cloud retainer. There we go.
My contraptions are calibrated.
Gaming's
We may now
already in.
depart.
Shenha?
Understood.
And who should
I just
we
have to
add
stand
in
here,
to go
right?
with Shenha? I mean, we should put in somebody else who has cold, but the only other person I have who does cold well is her. I mean, that would make it faster to run.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
I don't know. Let's read her powers again real quick.
If you are present...
Let's read her powers again real quick. Shenha. Shenha. I'm gonna be buying her outfit, just not today. I want this outfit for her. I want this outfit for her. I will be getting it. It may not be this paycheck at all. Okay, what are her powers? Allowing it to roam free, decreases cryo resistance and physical resistance of opponents within it. Also deals periodic cryo damage to opponents within the field. Okay, so it increases physical damage. I don't want to put Jean in, but Jean and Rosaria are really the only people I have that do physical damage on any sort of limit. I could put in Rosaria. Icy Quill, when normal charge and plunging attacks, elemental skills, and elemental burst deal cryo damage. The damage dealt is increased based on Shenha's current attack. I think we're gonna throw in Rosaria with it.
Perhaps...
Oops, wrong one.
We could stop a while at one's abode for some...
Not you, sorry. Rosaria.
I hear you've got a job for me.
We do! And it's killing people. It's always killing people. 1, 2. Boom! Now we'll have Gaming in our team. We still need to get him up a lot of levels.
Some conversation.
Gaming, as you can tell, is only level 59. And I need these things. So, I mean, fortunately I can go and get these. But I considered it much more important to get Cloud Retainer up. So, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while before we get him up. Can I level these up? I can do at least a bit. Confirm. 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 And yeah, everything's all done now. The next one will be Sunday, so I suppose I could do them tomorrow. I should also do more for Cloud Retainer as well, even if I can't raise them. But I know I'm gonna want some. I also need to go and do... for him. Because he's only level 79, so I'm gonna want to get these as well. Slowly but surely raising everybody up. And after I finish those, I have these two characters. Permanent and Lynette. Lynette is hard because she needs these things. I guess I'll start getting them a lot more as I actually start going through Fontaine, but, yeah. Yeah. And for him, it's finding these things. They all need the water stuff. These ones at least are out in the real world, like out on land. They're easier to get. These I'm gonna have to go and actually like hunt down though. They'll take a while, but I will get it done eventually. Okay, let's go find Gumming, and then we'll probably stop for the night.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way.
Oh my gosh.
Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab.
I have to admit, I do really love his outfit. His character design is really fun.
I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
I do like his eyes. I mean, I always say that. There are very few characters that I don't like the eyes of. But I do really like his design in the eyes.
Perfect! Gaming is here! Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Elan Wharf.
Oh, that must have been Longjo. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
It's good
Alrighty,
to see that
you
he
can hand
has
the
a
goods
life.
over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
Is he that strong?
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see.
Why does that the point? No,
I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one.
Where did we meet this guy before?
Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Like, how does... I suppose everyone knows Paimon at this point?
Huh? You know us?
Everyone knows us, but I was surprised as well.
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longjo if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No thanks necessary.
So, you here for Lantern Rite?
De nada. I am totally here for Lantern Rite. I love the voice. I believe this is the same voice actor. Who did the male MC for Star Rail. So, like, I've heard him speak like twice. I really like this tone that you got. You're gonna go to bed as soon as I finish this. I'm going to be going ahead, like, head the same way.
Yep, it's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elan Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect. We'll go together then.
He's just so excited. I love it.
I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way.
Nope, that works.
Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time.
He's so friendly. I like him.
The ingredients are fresh, the portions are
And he
generous,
is fun
and the
to play.
prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Okay.
Order anything?
Paimon, we are not going to let him pay. You will eat him out of house and home. Excuse me. Paimon seems to be drooling already.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
But stop drooling.
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends, too. It just shows how close you are.
I do like him. His personality is wonderful.
Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Well, I mean, we're gonna stop here anyway, but yeah.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
You are, and trust me, you don't need to. We'll stop here, though. Like I said, we'll stop here. Ah! So pretty! Oh my gosh! Coming. Cloud Retainer. Oh my gosh! It's gonna be so fun! And paper shadows of forging. Drawn to a painter making paper cutouts. Yep! Familiar silhouettes! We'll check that out later. Like I said, we'll check all of this out later, but oh my gosh, it looks good. But, like I said, we're gonna stop here. I will definitely continue this next time. Maybe next time. How much longer do we have for this? How much longer do we have for this? Only 8 more days. Okay, so we will probably, I will put it off. And on Wednesday, when we come back, we will do more of this. And we will just continue playing Genshin for the next couple of, I guess, for the next couple of days, whenever we stream. Just until we finish the event. I might need to do a little bit more at the end. Eight days and 2 hours. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah! It should be stopping next Sunday? But if I end up spending a bit more time on it, on the Friday and Saturday if I need to, it should be okay. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. For the next week, we will just do Genshin. And I'll probably still only be able to do the 3 hours, like, tops on Wednesday. But Friday and Saturday, we might end up doing slightly longer ones. Just to make certain that, like, we finish the event. And, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to finish all of it. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome! But, like I said, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop here. Thank you, everybody, for coming and taking a watch and, you know, hanging out with me. If it wasn't for the fact that I essentially have to head to bed myself, I would stay up now. Maybe we'll start this earlier next week on Saturday. Yeah, maybe we'll start this earlier. Maybe we'll go back to, like, I don't know, like a 5 p.m. or something for Saturday. I'll check. I'll take a look. And we will try and play like the way through this. Wednesday, we will definitely be back. We'll be doing more. Okay, I will see you guys. I will see you guys later. Thank you all for coming. Remember, please, to like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I will see you guys. Remember, I'm going to be on Twitch on Wednesday and Friday. And yeah, Twitch on Wednesday and Friday, and then hopefully I will be able to finish this on Saturday. It'll be fun. We'll see. We'll play it a little bit by ear. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.